Way back, part two, watching all of the A24 movies from beginning to end. This next eight were a mixed bag. Some of these I thought were really, really great, and some of them were really, really awful. Let's break it down. Enemy by my boy Denis Villeneuve, who you know from the Dune movies as well as Arrival. He's an incredible filmmaker. I was not familiar with this movie. It's really great. I liked it a lot. I could see it being kind of polarizing though. There are a lot of unique choices in the story that I could see being kind of confusing to most. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of confused and immediately had to look up what was happening with that ending because the third act is nuts. But a synopsis is Jake Gyllenhaal's character. He plays this guy Adam Bell, who's a college professor. He's watching a movie and then sees himself in the movie, essentially a doppelganger of himself. He contacts this doppelganger, and then the story goes from there. I really like this movie a lot. I feel like it's one of the most creative sci-fi horror-ish films I've seen in a while. So I'd recommend it if you are into that kind of stuff. Gets a solid 8 out of 10 for me. Definitely worth a watch. Under the Skin was incredible. Really, really like this one a lot. Jonathan Glazer just really, he hasn't done a lot, but what he has done has been very, very exceptionally well done. Under the Skin is no exception to that. This movie is based off a book by Michael Faber, stars Scarlett Johansson. And it's the plot of this is essentially Scarlett plays an alien that is in Glasgow kind of abducting men. For what you don't really know, I will say no more any more than that. This movie is very art house, and I can see why some people will probably think it's boring or stupid or dumb. I thought it was great. I thought that the camera work in it is simply phenomenal. The sound design is great. The music in it is very eerie and disturbing, like when certain things are happening. I thought this movie was great. Would recommend it to people who like Jonathan Glazer's stuff, or anyone that's feeling a bit adventurous and wanting to watch something that's thought-provoking but not necessarily like a barn burner. It's a solid 9 out of 10 from Steve. Definitely watch this movie. Then we get Locke with our boy Tom Hardy at the helm. This is a movie where the entire movie is in a car. As you can see, he's driving there, and that's the movie. Him in a car taking phone calls. The performance is great. Tom Hardy definitely shows some range here. He has a wide accent, but that is neither here nor there. The things that are happening with his character in this car. I mean, it's a movie in a car about him taking phone calls. Like, how riveting can it be? It's fine. It's only fine because he does a really good job. If it had been anyone else, this movie would probably suffer tremendously. The entire film rides on his performance, and the performance is good. This is a shame that he's in a car the entire time because that part of it's boring. The cinematography is boring. The music is boring. The shots are boring because it's just in a car. I think there's like 4 shots in the entire movie. So that hampers it a bit. I don't know if I necessarily recommend this one unless you just really want to watch something that's a little bit different. I expected a little bit more based off of like the reviews I'd seen. It's okay. It gets a 6 out of 10 for me. Up next, we have Obvious Child, which is directed by Gillian Robespierre. The movie's about this lady here. She's a stand-up comedian, and she has a one-night stand with this very nice man named Max, and she ends up getting pregnant, and then it's basically about how she handles that on top of the relationship and all these other things that are kind of happening in her life. Jenny Slate is the lead. That's her. She also did Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, which is a fantastic movie and a movie you should watch instead of watching this because this movie wasn't my favorite. The comedy didn't hit for me. A lot of the lines are just cringeworthy. I didn't really care for Jenny Slate's character, Donna. I thought she was very annoying. I don't know. I did not like this movie, but I don't think I'm the target demo for it, so it's not really surprising that a black man from Atlanta doesn't really care for this, story about this white Jewish girl. I don't care. I give it a 5 out of 10. Maybe you rate it higher if you can identify with it more. I will say this. I will say that it's a good take on abortion rights and what it's like to be a young woman in that space and having to make that decision. That part was interesting. The rest of it just kind of fell flat for me. So it gives a 5 out of 10. Next up is the Rover. It's this like post-apocalyptic kind of dystopian western starring Guy Pearce. Guy Pearce is the fucking man in this movie. This movie is very dark and gritty and just mean and ugly and not an easy watch, but still a satisfying one. If you're into that kind of stuff, it's like about this. It's like 10 years post a big like global event where everything's just kind of like gone Mad Maxy. And this guy is trying to recover his stolen car. You don't know why till the very end. The third act of this movie really elevated it for me. Up until then, I was like, this movie's guy's cooking, but everyone else is just kind of like there. Robert Pattinson's in this. This is like one of the first movies he made outside of his Twilight phase, before A Good Time, which is when I really became a big fan of his. And he's pretty decent in this. He plays someone with kind of mental issues. He's a little slow, so that could bother you maybe. But I thought the performance was good. It's all about Guy Pearce though. He just has, I think, one of the actors that's like really not elevated and praised enough. He's incredible in this, and he's incredible in just about everything he does. This movie rocked. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Watch it immediately. Oh boy. Then we had this guy, Life After Beth. I did not like this movie, y'all. It was very, very hard to sit through. It's like a zombie comedy, I guess. Great cast. You got your girl, Aubrey Plaza. Molly Shannon's in this. Cheryl Hines. John C. Reilly's in this. On paper, it should be great, but it's just not, man. The writing in this movie is boring. It's not funny. It was annoying. The acting is like, I don't know, kind of all over the place because it's supposed to be kind of taken seriously, even though it's clearly a joke. But like the acting was just like, I don't know if you're old enough to remember College Humor, that website, but it's very college humory. Like this feels like a very long sketch that went on like entirely too long. The only person that's cooking in this is Aubrey Plaza. She's incredible as the girlfriend. I can't remember her name, but she's great. I think Beth's her name. Her boyfriend, on the other hand, is played by Dane DeHaan, who I can't stand. I don't know what it is about this guy's face. I don't like him in just about anything. He just annoys the fuck out of me. So I did not like this movie. This is one of the first real horror movies, I guess, from A24. I guess it's kind of a comics movie, not. It just did not hit for me. I give it a 3. 3 out of 10. Trash. Followed up with this giant piece of shit, Tusk. My God. I remember kind of digging this when it first came out, and all I gotta say about this movie is stay the fuck away from it because it sucks. It's not funny. It's taking itself like, I don't know, man. Kevin Smith used to be like the man, and I don't know what it is with the writing in this movie, but from literally 5 minutes in, I wanted to turn it off. It was just like incredibly like self-indulgent and gross and cringeworthy and just kind of like edgelord humor. I just really didn't like it at all. All the performances in this movie are just not good. Johnny Depp is in this near the end, and I just don't know why he decided to do this other than the fact that his daughter's in it too, and her performance is just as bad. The only saving grace in this is about 45 minutes in. Genesis Rodriguez has like a scene that's really emotionally well done. Outside of that, everything else about this movie fucking sucks. Oh, the Walrus makeup in it is good too. I'll give him credit for that. I didn't like this movie. I mean, the only thing I guess I could say positive about it outside of those two things is that you could probably laugh at how bad it is. It's one of those movies so bad that maybe it's good for you. I hated it. 2 out of 10 for me. And lastly, Laggies. Laggies is cute. It's a nice little like coming of age comedy. You got Keira Knightley, my boy Sam Rockwell. Big up to White Lotus if you're watching. It's incredible. This movie's fine. I don't really have anything much to say about it other than that. All the performances are sweet. Good coming of age story. Watch it if you just want to, I don't know, feel good. It's a good feel good movie, but really middle of the road. Not good, not bad, just mid, and that's fine. 6 out of 10. All right, 8 more coming up on deck. Hopefully we get to see some black people or some queer people or any kind of person of color, because right now we haven't. Please, A24. Catch you on the next one. Bye.